Why are the schools, Bill Ayers asks, so bad? Funding on American public schools has escalated fantastically. It has gone up many, many times from what it was, and yet the schools never seem to improve. And yet, we never see people like Jesse Jackson protesting outside the public schools, even though black kids can't get a good education seemingly anywhere in the whole city or in the whole state. Now, why is that? Similarly, healthcare. People say healthcare costs keep rising. Why do healthcare costs keep rising? Healthcare costs keep rising for a really simple reason. The guy who's getting the benefit is not the guy who's paying. Now, let me engage in a moment of speculative, progressive reasoning for a moment. We have a right, no less for healthcare, we have a right to eat. We have a right to food. Who would deny that the right to prevent ourselves from starvation is as basic a right as healthcare? All right, now let's have Obamacare as applied to food. You will now be allowed to go to the grocery store and order whatever you want. Fill up your cart, you don't have to pay. Somebody else will pay. What's going to happen? The first thing that will happen is you'll take all kinds of stuff that you don't need. You'll fill your cart, you'll buy 12 cartons of milk and 45 cartons of bologna. And then you go up to the counter, and the grocery store will realize that they can charge whatever they want because you're not paying. So they will escalate their prices. The basic idea is that what's going on, you and the grocery store are conspiring to rip off the taxpayer. A third man is being cheated. And so what's going on with free education, free healthcare, is the taxpayer is being ripped off to give so-called free stuff.
All I have to say is, wow. Dinesh really put it such in a simple explanation to really understand what is happening with healthcare continuing to increase and college, the cost of college going up. But staying with healthcare, when he said that, let's put it in this analogy, you have to eat, and you can go to the grocery store and eat and get anything you want. You won't be charged. So he's right. Usually when that happens, people are like, let's stock up on all this stuff, and more so people get stuff they don't even need, but because it's free, yeah, let's just go 10 gallons of milk, as he used an example, or maybe 20 boxes of cereal, whatever it is. And then he says when you go to the register, okay, the store can charge anything they want, and then because the person's not being charged, right? And he says the person who's going to get charged, who's paying the bill, is the taxpayer. So in essence, the person who's getting all free stuff and the company who's not, who's going to up the charge because that person's not paying for anything, at the end of the day, we're all still paying for it. But because we're so used to the federal government, our state income tax all being taken out, we don't even see it. We don't think it's happening, but that's what's happening. One quick example with the healthcare, I remember for a short time when my husband had lost his job and we lost our insurance for a short period of time, and we had to pay out of pocket. And I remember going to the doctor's office. It was a physical, I think my child needed to have. And the doctor says, oh, you're paying out of pocket? The cost that he charged me was significantly low. And he even gave me a 10% discount because I was putting it on my credit card, so paying in full. But what he was charging the insurance company was 3 times more. So Dinesh was right on in his explanation of how it all works.